What if I told you that your greatest enemies are not the people who oppose you, but your own reactive patterns that make you predictable and weak? What if true victory comes not from destroying others, but from becoming so strategically superior that opposition becomes irrelevant? 8 months ago, a colleague was systematically undermining my projects, spreading negative rumors, and trying to sabotage my reputation. My first instinct was to fight back directly. Then I learned strategic thinking from ChatGPT, and instead of fighting, I made him irrelevant. 6 months later, he was transferred to another department while I was promoted to the position he wanted. This experience taught me to ask ChatGPT, how do I defeat opposition using strategic thinking rather than direct confrontation? The mindset I developed turns enemies into stepping stones. When I asked ChatGPT about defeating enemies, it revealed Sun Tzu's core principle from The Art of War. The supreme excellence is to subdue the enemy without fighting. True strategic victory comes from positioning yourself so advantageously that direct conflict becomes unnecessary. According to military strategists and business leaders, the most powerful approach to opposition is not to attack your enemies directly, but to make them strategically irrelevant through superior positioning, preparation, and execution. Principle 1. Information superiority. Know your opposition better than they know themselves. Understand their motivations, weaknesses, patterns, and likely moves. Information is the ultimate strategic weapon because it allows you to anticipate and counter their actions before they make them. Principle 2. Positioning, advantage, control key relationships, resources, and opportunities that your opposition needs. When you control what they need, you control their options. They become dependent on your cooperation for their success. Principle 3. Alliance building. Surround yourself with supporters while isolating your opposition. Build a network of allies who benefit from your success. Opposition becomes much harder when you have institutional support. Principle 4. Timing mastery. Strike when conditions favor you and wait when they favor your opposition. Strategic patience often defeats reactive aggression. Choose your battles based on when you are most likely to win, not when you are most angry. Principle 5. Value creation. Become so valuable to the organization or system that opposing you becomes counterproductive for others. When your success benefits everyone, fighting you hurts their own interests. Phase 1. Intelligence gathering. Study your opposition systematically. What are their goals? What do they need to succeed? What are their patterns and weaknesses? Who supports them and why? Knowledge is power, and superior knowledge is superior power. Phase 2. Strategic positioning. Position yourself to control resources, relationships, or opportunities they need. If they need budget approval, build relationships with budget decisions. If they need team support, become the person the team trusts and values. Build a coalition of people who benefit from your success. Make your victories their victories. When opposing you means opposing multiple people's interests, rational opponents will recalculate their strategy. Phase 4. Value amplification. Become increasingly valuable to the system. Develop skills, relationships, and knowledge that make you difficult to replace. When you are valuable enough, others will protect you from opposition. Phase 5. Strategic execution. Move decisively when conditions favor you. This might mean launching initiatives when your opposition is distracted, proposing solutions when problems arise, or positioning yourself for opportunities when they become available. With my undermining colleague, I applied this framework systematically. Intelligence. I discovered he was insecure about his technical skills and was trying to eliminate competition before a major reorganization. Positioning. I built relationships with key decision-makers and became the go-to person for technical solutions he could not provide. Alliances. I helped team members with their projects, making them stakeholders in my success. Value. I developed expertise in areas critical to company goals, making me too valuable to lose. Execution. When the reorganization happened, I was promoted while he was moved to a role that matched his actual capabilities. The redirect strategy. Instead of blocking your opposition's energy, redirect it toward objectives that do not threaten you. Let them waste effort on irrelevant battles while you focus on strategic goals. The Aikido principle. Use your opposition's force against them. When they attack, step aside and let their momentum carry them past their target. Their aggression becomes their weakness. The high ground approach. Take moral and strategic high ground that forces opposition to attack upward. Make them look petty while you look professional and constructive. The irrelevance method. Become so successful in areas they cannot compete that their opposition becomes meaningless. Success is the best revenge, because it makes revenge unnecessary. Your strategic mindset challenge. Identify one person or situation that opposes your goals. Apply the 5 strategic principles to develop a plan that makes direct confrontation unnecessary. Share below how strategic thinking changed your approach. Subscribe for more strategic frameworks that turn challenges into advantages. Remember, the best way to defeat enemies is to make them irrelevant through superior strategy. Direct conflict is often a sign of poor strategic thinking. When you control the game, you do not need to fight the players. True victory is not about destroying opposition. It is about transcending it through strategic superiority. Are you ready to think like a strategist instead of reacting like a warrior?